Hello, my name's Simonize, and welcome to another Simonize stream. Today we're doing Ulduar 25-man speedrun with the guild. I'll be playing on this character here, my main rogue, Simonize Show, who is almost full best in slot. We're missing a Pendulum of Infinity from Hard Mode General Vezax, and we're missing a Golden Serenite Dragon from for our combat set from Flame Leviathan Hard Mode. So if some of those drop, that would be sweet, but what we're really looking for is a successful speed run. We've had a couple weeks now where we wiped to one thing or another. You know, we're doing 2 runs a week, but we haven't, since we set our 1 hour, 7 minute time, we haven't been able to improve on that on account of, we wipe to Auriaya, or we wipe to Iron Council, or this goes wrong, or that goes wrong. These Ulduar speedruns, they are very difficult. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. So what I'm really hoping for is we make it to the end, even if we make it there slightly slower, but we make it to the end without wiping or doing something awful. That would be great. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be timestamps down below the video. You can jump ahead to different parts of it. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, we're often live on Twitch 5 or 6 days a week over at twitch.tv/SimonizeShow. So it could be that at the time you are watching this on YouTube, we could be live. So maybe, pop over, check it out. See if you can catch some live Simonize Show action. If not, if you prefer watching on YouTube, that's all good. Hello, El Marty, and hello, Kirk. How are you guys doing? How are you? Has your entire world exploded due to the addition of the WoW token? Is the game completely unplayable now? I feel like everything's on fire and everyone's freaking out still about the addition of the WoW token. A lot of the content creators who, have now put out some kind of statement about their thoughts. I'm certainly not happy about it. I think it's bad. It makes me, less interested in logging into this game. Doing great because the game I've been working on got announced on today's PlayStation Showcase. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, is that something you can share? Do you want to share what that game is? Concord. Let me see. Concord PlayStation. Okay. Teaser trailer. I pause the Zelda music. Oh, they got plants in their spaceship. Oh, and a regular-ass stove, and some regular-ass bullets in a spaceship. I think this is a spaceship. That doesn't look like it's working the way it should be. Okay. Okay, you are right. It doesn't really reveal much about what the game is about. There's a spaceship. There's some plants. There's a regular-ass stove. That's relatable. There's a regular-ass... Well, I mean, the bullets look pretty regular. I don't know... I don't know any gun that looks exactly like that, but, not too... But it's in a spaceship. And this is my favorite part. There's a cheeseburger with pickles. That's relatable. Okay, but it doesn't really tell me anything about the game. It looks cool. C3P bro coming in with a Prime subscription. Thank you for 7 months of support. I appreciate that. Trading you my Prime sub for your sim. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome. Ganja the Troll, hello. How's it going? Felicity asks, but will it be like yesterday's speed run? Well, yesterday's run was not ideal, let's say. Didn't really work out. Okay, we gotta go back to the Zelda music. Maxoff says WoW token, but no dungeon finder. I think that's one of the funniest takes on this whole situation. I've seen a couple people say that, and it's like, a lot of the explanations for not adding dungeon finder were like, it's not in the spirit of Classic. You know, we feel like this isn't what the players want. You know, we don't think dungeon finder is right for the Classic experience. We still don't have Dungeon Finder. And, like, frankly, I was in the anti-Dungeon Finder group, but I was kind of didn't really feel very strongly about it. But despite not having Dungeon Finder, because it's against the spirit of Classic as the apparent justification, we do have the WoW token. Apparently, that is not enough against the spirit of Classic to not be at, you know. Simon, how many WoW tokens did you buy to push the price down to 7K? None. I have never bought gold from any third-party website, and I have never bought a WoW token. It's pretty easy. You can still play the game and, you know, be successful without doing those things. Then why did the price go down so much? The price goes down when people don't buy them megahertz. So me not buying them helps make the price go down. Dropstep asks, hey Simon, sorry for dropping the message down here, but I didn't find any info about classic vanilla talents. Had one question here about either going Imp Gouge or 3% dodge chance instead, and why. Yeah, most of the Discord's organized around Wrath of the Lich King stuff. But, you know, we might change that. The Discord might just be organized around classic era content in the future. You know, I still have to decide what to do about this. I really, really am unhappy and unenthusiastic about playing this game now that the token is added and real money transaction is officially endorsed as okay by Blizzard. Anyways, classic vanilla talents, yeah, Imp Gouge. So, Improved Gouge is like a talent that is, at its essence, the 3% dodge talent is a talent that is always useful. Like, every mob you fight, you're going to gain benefit for having that 3% dodge chance. I mean, your odds to dodge, you know, that's a useful thing in basically every combat situation you come up against. Whereas Improved Gouge is only good when you're actually casting Gouge. When you get into some kind of trouble, when you make a mistake, when you go into a mob with too little health, when you've got to run away from something you shouldn't have been fighting in the first place, in, like, your normal course of play, you really shouldn't have to cast Gouge that often. You know, so, like, they're fucking wasted points improving an ability that you almost never cast, compared to talent points on something that, like, is always providing you benefit in essentially every combat you enter into. Megahertz says, gold price goes down when people buy tokens to convert to gold. Oh, yeah. When you said, how many tokens did I buy, I guess it wasn't clear. I thought you meant, how many tokens did I buy with in-game gold? Yeah, versus buy with real money currency. Whatever, I haven't done anything with any tokens. I haven't bought any for gold or for money. OHQ says, LOL, they actually added token to Classic. RIP. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, like, the weirdest fucking thing about it to me is, like, for basically the entire duration of Classic, real money transaction was against the terms of service. Blizzard was like, real money transaction for in-game benefit is bad. It's against the rules. Granted, they didn't really enforce those rules very much or very well, but they had the official stance that it was against the rules. Now is it not only not against the rules, it's like available directly through Blizzard. And it's like, how do you justify that? Like, how do you justify going from a position of like real money transaction is bad to you can do real money transaction, please do real money transaction, just do real money transaction through us. Like, I don't see any explanation or for that is you know, in any way to the player's benefit. You leveling any more characters, seeing as Joyous Journeys is out now? Yeah, I was thinking about leveling a 4th character, but I don't really want to invest in this game anymore, to be completely frank with you. I have to think, you know, more about if I actually want to do that. You absolutely want to do that, says Bellicity. Not really, and you say token changes nothing. Yeah, I mean, maybe for you, but I think it changes things, and I think a lot of people it changes things for a lot of people. Certainly there's going to be more people participating in real money transaction now that it's officially sanctioned and has no risk to your... I mean, the risk was low before to your account, but there was a risk that you could have your account actioned. And even just a small risk is, you know, I'd say a pretty big deterrent for a lot of people. Now, there's no risk. You know? I never played games before that were, like, super blatantly pay extra money for, you know, additional power in the game. And I don't really feel like now's the time to start. Anyways, we do have a speedrun to do tonight, which is still cool and has nothing to do with the WoW token. Where do we need to be? We need to be at Ulduar. We already have a Swiftness of Zanza. Are both of my talent specs correct? Yes. Adrenaline, Killing Spree, Faint. Why do I have Adrenaline? I need Fan of Knives. Whoopsies. This one. Sag Run or Cope Run? We'll have to see. I think the best prediction I can possibly put up is like when we start the strategy review, which takes usually about 30 minutes, I'll put up a 30-minute prediction that'll be like, do we make it to the end of the run without a wipe? I think that's the best prediction we can put up. I need to make my... Oh, I have no explosives in my inventory. Yeah, okay, that's good. Felicity says, want to buy Simon playing for the rest of Wrath. We'll see. I mean, this news is about 24 hours old. And I mean, I'm kind of stuck in a difficult place of, like, a lot of my income, IRL, is tied to playing and broadcasting and making content about this game that I feel is significantly diminished in, you know, is now significantly diminished. So it's like, do I want to keep making this game, or playing this game and making content about it, or do I have to, like, figure out a whole new way to earn income, you know? Take a break for D4 and hardcore servers, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. I think at the very least, that's a good idea. Yeah, Megahertz, I'm not really concerned about directly how it's going to impact my individual experience in the game. Like, I'm part of a good guild. Like, I can play with my guild and have, like, the token existing not matter that much. But I feel like the implementation of the token into the game significantly changes how a lot of players will approach the game. It normalizes and makes totally acceptable paying extra money, just doling out dollars to get ahead in the game. And you can say, like, people were doing that already, but I can also say that there's absolutely no doubt that more people will be doing it now. I feel like, you know, my time and investment in the game is kind of disrespected. Real River Stick says it's about Blizz lying. Yes, we were explicitly promised in the past that the token wouldn't be added to WoW Classic. The GDKP spam was already bad on the server I'm on, but now all crafted items are soaring in price, so poor players will be hurting. Yeah. I mean... Oh, shoot. Someone just whispered me, said, TY, man, I love your content. You got me back into Classic. I appreciate everything you do for the community. I'll whisper them back a little nice little heart. Real River Stick says, I have plenty of disposable income to burn on tokens and have infinite gold effectively. That doesn't make it good or fun. True. Dunmoreau Cub. What is this? Someone's trying to sell this for 600 gold. Teaches you how to summon this companion. Can I see it in the... Dude, I can't even click it to look at it in the dressing room to see what it looks like. Okay, we got most of the raid together. Let me join the voice chat for my guild and pull up the assignment sheet. Raid assignments. Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Okay. My Tricks of the Trade goes to Elmlock. Let's fix that. Wait, it's already fixed. Okay. And my Tank Tricks of the Trade goes to, not Big Healer. On Vic. There. Kind of the player base's fault for making GDKPs the primary way of gearing, says Innovating. Of course, a company like Activision Blizz is going to monetize it. Here's the thing, I've thought about this. A lot of people have this idea of, like, where GDKPs are married to real money transaction. And real money transaction and GDKPs to them are one and the same. Imagine for a moment, for the sake of argument, a World of Warcraft server where Blizzard actually enforces their terms of service to the extent where real money transaction doesn't, like you're never gonna have it not exist, but it's an incredibly minor thing. Like, basically no one does real money transaction because the terms of service are effectively enforced and the punishments are severe enough to deter people from doing it. Okay. Now, how could you organize raids to, dole out loot? You can do your main spec over off spec rolls. You can do your soft reserves. You can do, like, raid leader hard reserves, one particular item that they need. Holy crap. This was way too loud. There we go. And these different loot systems have different benefits and faults. Thinking primarily about, like, main spec over off spec rolls and soft reserve runs, let's compare that to a GDKP run and see what advantages a GDKP run has over those. One, in a GDKP run, you can hold the rewards to the end of the run. It's amazing how much less often players leave in the middle of the run after the boss that drops the item they need is dead when you're in a GDKP run versus a main spec over off spec run. The players are incentivized to stay to the end of the run to get their reward. I remember I had 3 points and now I'm forgetting number 2. We'll skip ahead to number 3. The third point, something that makes it very attractive for me, is when you go to a GDKP run, you know that you are going to walk out of there with something valuable for your time. You are either going to walk out of there with some gold that you could spend the next week, or with an item that's good for you. When you go to a main spec over off spec rolls run or a soft reserve run, chances are good you will walk out of there with nothing but a repair bill. That's just the odds of, like, seeing something drop actually winning the roll fairly low. And there was one other reason, I forget what it was. Incentivizes good geared players to actually, like, help out and carry, something like that. Whatever. There are very real reasons, completely divorced from, any kind of real money transaction, that makes sense that GDKP runs become popular and are a desirable thing for people to do. It's like GDKPs and real money transaction are not one and the same. The fact that GDKPs exist provide a pretty real incentive for people to do more real money transaction. I think GDKP can exist and would exist without real money transaction, but real money transaction probably there just, like, wouldn't be a desire for it if GDKP didn't exist. One, GDKP can survive on its own, but real money transaction doesn't survive without GDKP, I think, is the relationship. Grim Aniac coming in with a Prime sub. Thank you very much for 8 months of support. Brightfall says, gold pots would be way less if people weren't buying gold. Yeah, I mean, for me, as someone who participates in GDKP and doesn't ever buy gold, it doesn't make a difference to me if, like, the pot at the end of the run is 10,000 gold and Embrace of the Gladiator sold for 3,000. Or if it's 50,000 gold pot and Embrace sold for, what would that be, 15,000? Or maybe it's 100,000 gold pot and, Embrace of the Gladiator sold for 30,000. it like makes no difference to me. Like, all those things are the same experience. Dude, this guy looks like he's got good-ass gear. Let's see. Boot plate. Oh, shard sticker. Not that good. Nice. 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 Mechanist. Blind Stalker. What? Where are these even from? Are these the emblem gloves, perhaps? This is Twilight Assassin. Pretty good. Pads of Silence. Good crafted item. Godbane. Metallic Loop of the Sufferer. Wrathbone. Yeah, he's alright. Pretty alright gear. Up-and-coming Rogueling. What is WoW token worth currently? I don't know or care. Innovating says, I get ya. I think I'm just as angry as you are. I don't tend to GDKP anymore and run with a guild plus guild run soft reserves. This means it's going to be even more expensive getting gear and rating for TOGC and ICC. Yeah. Could be. I mean, WoW token costs 1 moral and 2 beliefs. Let's see. We can go directly to Ulduar. We've got all the consumes. I've got my reaction. Oh, I should get more drums of speed. I'm actually a little low. I only have 26 charges. I probably won't use all of those, but with all my consumes, especially in a speedrun, I do not want to worry about running out of them mid-run. I just want to be able to press them without even thinking about the quantity that remains. Let's see. Consumes. Boom. Drums of speed. And I've got that stuff. I've got poisons. Am I repaired? Not really. My greatest achievement is is convincing my guild that an assassination rogue does enough spell damage to be proud for lightning buff on Thorim. On Hodir, I think you mean. While also being the best unholy frenzy target. What was I doing? Going for a repair. Can you please say hi to Lennart? Well, hello, Lennart, and hello, Knugan Sugan. Welcome to the stream.
Looking for something specific? See you around.
Okay, we got the strategy review starting up. Let's see. Pop out. Do this. Do this. There we go. Prediction. Start prediction. Will we complete the run without a wipe? Question mark. Yes or no? You have 30 minutes to place your points. Does that include Flame? No, Flame Leviathan isn't part of the run. The run starts when Flame Leviathan dies. I mean, they patrol back and forth in the room. Could it be that they were at the long end of their patrol? Would it be better to pick the opposite side if that was the case, and, like, the opposite side is close? They're talking about something that's happened in 2 runs in a row, at least, where the trash from Ignis that we're handling right here during Razorscale comes in much later than expected, and we're trying to figure out... Excuse me. Wow. We're trying to figure out exactly why that's happening. Who exposed bot tonight? Not me. That's all I'm concerned about. It ain't me. It ain't my problem. Don't know, don't care. Lindorn, how's it going? Sunder armor over expose armor. Let me look at the roster. I can see how many warriors we have, and that will likely make me figure out what's going on. We have 1 warrior in the run. We have 4 rogues, one of which is dedicated combat rogue. Do you know SQL by any chance? No. I know it's some kind of coding language type of thing. I don't think it's exactly a coding language. It's like a database for like looking up something query language. Query language for databases, yeah. Oh. Well, Brightfall, unlucky for the GDKPs that already sold their Shadowmourne spots. If they were to sell the Shadowmourne post-token launch, they'd certainly sell it for a lot more gold. Alright, we've had some trouble on Iron Council. Dying to a variety of things. Don't quit, Raph. The community needs knowledgeable people like you, says Al Bashino. Well, I'm glad that you appreciate what I'm doing and value what I'm doing. I will say that, but I have to think about if it's the right decision for me or not. You know, like, if I'm not actually enjoying the game I'm playing, there's no way that my audience is going to enjoy watching me not enjoy the game. You know what I mean? Alright, into Algalon. So I think I'm gonna, this week, what I usually do after Algalon is I both glyph swap and spec swap. And I think this week I'm not gonna glyph swap, I'm just gonna spec swap. I think it'll slow me down getting into Kologarn. Wait, what's going on? They're going to Twitch. I don't wanna... We might be looking at Warlock point of view now. Warlock POV. They got a bunch of assignments for this Warlock bullshit. Dude. I CBA on all that. All I do is press and venom and fan of knives, okay? Like, let's keep it simple. Shadowmourne might go for less. Who knows? Gold per $20 spent is getting less and less. I mean, if Blizzard continues to not enforce, you know, banning of, you know, third-party real money transactions, which that's pretty much, I wouldn't see why that would change. You know, people can still go to third-party websites and buy if they're not, you know, if Blizzard's still not enforcing that. Don't forget Feint. Yeah, we do, I mean, we'll have Feint Glyph, of course. Let me check, actually, tap into the game. We're in combat spec right now. Killing Spree, Fan, Feint. That's what I want. And in the Assassination build, let's double check. Hunger, Mutilate, Feint. Yeah, that's what we want. Oh yeah, we also want to... do this. Nug key feedback. We can move this over. And then I can move this over. And now we can get our Nug key feedback. I have to change the position of some of this stuff. There. Weak aura. Let's see. Rogue auras. Non-essential. Just move it up a little bit. Hang on. Combo points. Space. Oh, where is it? Okay, position. X offset. -3. Oh, whoops. 0. This one. -145. -143. I don't think there's enough space for this. We have to move this down. And then this to there. Okay, move this up just a little bit. Look, it's very difficult to add one extra button to the interface and make everything still look cool. Okay? This is a complicated process. Good enough. Good enough. Slash nug key feedback. Lock. Okay. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Lock this. Combat set. Assassin set. They both use the attack power one. Okay, the whole reason we needed to do that is because we needed easy access to switching into our Rocket Boots Extreme. That's why. Now we can go back to paying attention to the strategy review, where we jumped from Algalon to I need to fix my UI to Thorim. So, perfect. No problem there. For rogues, a really good way to not biff that is to just look for the lightning charge timer and just always hit your feint when it's at 4. And then you don't even have to look at, like, where it even is. You just watch the timer and it's like, when it's at 4, okay, it's time to press feint. And then you never get caught in that stupid situation of, like, I accidentally pressed feint too early and now I don't have it. Your guild should just let you skip Mimiron instantly. More of a safe bet. Okay. In yesterday's run, myself and the 2 paladins that attempted it failed it, okay? I mean, to be fair, I only failed it because Freya killed me with ground tremor. But it's not like I'm this wizard that can't fail. Let's see, we might have an interrupt assignment on Freya. Storm Lasher on Freya. Okay. Thorim, we're positioned directly behind the boss. And on Yogg-Saron, we have portal number 6. Hell yeah. Okay. All of our weapon swaps are in position properly. Did you stack up some gold with the new tokens? No. I didn't. How's it going, Cosmin RBK? What is up? How's your day going? Pretty well, I'd say. You know, it was a nice day. I went for a little run in the morning outside. How about you, Blazing FPS? You having a good day? I hope you are. Mm-hmm. Wait, did I, like, die a bunch of times in this run? In the run we're reviewing right now, I have Flask active, and I'm Combat, which is not how it normally should be. I should have Swiftness of Zanza active, but maybe I died multiple times already. How do you get your MD to show under as opposed to left and right player? Do you mean, yeah, over here? This Weakor, is that what you're talking about? I just did, like, a custom edit to change the position of one of the text boxes. I know this Weakor was made by my friend Wherefore, and in his original creation of it, he had the rogue names on the left and the Trix target names on the right. And I just found the text box that was the Trix target, and instead of having it oriented to the right, I just, like, pushed it over there. Like, changed the position setting or whatever. I think if you... download my Rogue Weakora pack, it will have my custom edit already on for that Weakora. Double pull. Okay, so if I'm not switching on to Fanglyph, this pull will be a little bit weaker. And that's, like, this pull is the whole reason I would even use Fanglyph. And I think it's probably just not worth the hassle of switching to Fanglyph and switching back. Damn, I love that pull. That pull's so cool. No one can compete with my level 58 dagger from Upper Blackrock Spire. None of these Wrath of the Lich King items come close. What's the time to beat? The time to beat is 1 hour, 7 minutes, 31 seconds is our guild's best time. When we posted that time, it was top 50 world. I highly doubt it is still top 50 world, because that was like 3 weeks ago. If everything goes right, we should hit close to 1 hour, maybe 102 at the slowest, says you. Look, you don't know the full capability of this guild to fuck up. I mean, we also occasionally pop off and do everything right. But we have both great ability to pump and do insane damage, and at the same time have great ability to fuck up the most basic things. Imagine not putting all your points into this Gamba, though, SMH. Yeah, dude, let's see how this Gamba's looking. Will we complete the run without a wipe? 64,000 points on yes, 88,000 points on no. Oh, Ram, you gotta have more combo, or more channel points than that, right? Hoping to get sub 1 hour before the end of the phase. Yeah, I think that's kind of the general goal for the guild, is to hit a sub 1 before TOGC drops. Too bad we can't do multi-stream POV. Would be sick. I think we could. I think you can use the guest star feature. I'm gonna just look at that real quick. I haven't used it before. We'd have to do some, like, tech trial before we do that live. Guest star is only cam, not game capture. Could you just, like, use your OBS to do a video, you know, do a virtual camera? Whatever. They're saying one phase commit no matter what. That's what I like to hear. Go big dick or go home. Alright, it's pretty simple. Yogg-Saron phase 1. This was a 2-phase Yogg-Saron kill, not very good. But tonight we'll one phase. We'll either one phase or fucking wipe. So, there's that. Oh, my slice dropped there. That was unlucky. I should have spun around, hit that Envenom to re-up the slice. Also, I maybe shouldn't have even killed Auriaya there, because the boss was so low. It was probably better to kill the boss than kill the mage. Good evening, Mr. Show. How are we doing today? Mac GZ. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You know, we're going to do our main roster speed run. That's going to be pretty cool, I think. Hopefully, we complete the run without any wipes. That would be sick. But, you know what? We'll see. Wait, I don't have any... Dude, I don't even have any, whatchamacallits. Crystal of Ferocities. Harmonized hat makes me a happy man. Do you like this one in particular, or just like all of them? Okay. We got just a couple minutes break, and then we're gonna rock and roll here. I like all of them, but also when you double up. Yeah, it's hard to double up while I have my headset on. You know, the things like this, they don't really... I mean, it's kind of balanced, but it can also fall off pretty easily. This one, this is one of my favorites. Kangaroo leather. Made in Australia. I like this one too. That one's good. Alright. Oh, let me check my Flame Leviathan assignment. Probably driving a Demolisher or something lame like that. They usually make me do that on this character. Demolisher number 4. Simon I show. Let's go into our Flame Leviathan gear set. Well, wait, not yet. Can do this. You need more hats that resemble in-game hats? Dude, do you see my most recent addition? Look at this. Just a big old red cloth. Can tie it up, and then it's Red Defias mask. Owning. That's good. But what I need to do... You see, this is a big, thick piece of cloth. It's actually... really large. It's way too many layers. You guys can't even see. Look, it's a lot of... It's folded over a couple times because it's way too big. And, what I gotta do is just, like, cut off a smaller piece of it. So that it's only one thickness. It's actually a cape. Yeah. It goes from my right shoulder to the full extension of my left arm. All the way down. It's a little bit too much, but it's the right color. It's a decent material. I just have to cut it down to be smaller. We got 4 Death Knights? Bro. Hell yeah. Malmil, Elmlock. 2, 3, 4 Death Knights, 4 Rogues. What do you guys think? If we look at the total damage done by the 4 Death Knights and the total damage done by the 4 Rogues, who do you think wins? Rogues or Death Knights? Who's better? We also have 4 Warlocks. We could do that prediction too, dude. Which class wins on You have to count all representatives of the class and add them together. The 4 Death Knights combined, or the 4 Rogues combined, or the 4 Warlocks combined. Already used all my points on the wipe prediction. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, the wipe prediction is a good one. That one's still up right now. We're going to get started here pretty soon. So if you want to get your points in predicting on if we complete this run without a full wipe, you got to get that going soon. Do I have a food buff in my inventory? Apparently not. There. And we have to be in Assassination spec. And we also have to put instant poison on the Masticator. Stammer's Fat Hammer says hello, says ahoy. Hello, hello. I like this emote. It's a good hat emote. Run howdy. Nice. I like that one. Dude, my average item level changes by how much when I do this? And it puts my gloves on cooldown. Dude, my average item level goes up by 1. I think this is literally not worth equipping the Flame Leviathan set. We're just gonna go with the regular set. And I have one less button to click. Okay. Okay. Square Demolisher is good. Weapons online. Why'd you just shoot a barrel? Because sometimes the vehicle bugs and doesn't allow you to fire the weapons. It's just a bug. And if that happens, the way you fix it is you get out of the vehicle, you log out of the game, and then you log back in and hope it works better next time. Which is something you want to find out if you've got that bug before you engage the encounter. So you just do a test shot. We could just... Oh, we're already filled up. Okay. Okay. I'm just shooting some pyrite. Okay, if we wipe on Flame Leviathan, it doesn't count because that's not technically part of the speed run. Okay, just to be clear. Do music time. This is pull timer. We're going.
3, 2, 1.
Trying to get over here. towards this pyrite. Launch. More pyrite barrel. It's not chasing us, but it's chasing this one next to us, so we do kind of want to get a little bit of distance here. In case it switches to us, we're kind of in a precarious situation. Oh, strategy review is over, that's true. Thank you.
Big Ad.
Okay. Wait, 4 stack? Aren't there 5 demos? Someone dropped a stack. Madge.
Big Ad.
Uh-oh, this ice beam. Uh-oh. Did I spin a little bit? Did that load happen properly? Oh my god, the fire. Run this way. That load did not happen properly and I dropped my stacks.
Big Ad.
Get back to 10. There we go. Move towards entrance. Okay. There we go. Run is live. We're on the damage meter already. Look at that. Zug mode activated. We're dialed in. Switching to other one. That first one was gonna die before I could do another mutilate. That's why I switched. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He moved away right as I pressed my Envenom, so I didn't actually land that Envenom there. Alright, we'll use this, let this sprint go to the end, and then do that. Okay, that's one wave of dwarves. Nice, we're getting the ads at a good time. They're not delayed like previous weeks. That's about when that pops up in every run, too. Cloak. We can stay in here and keep doing damage. Cloak prevents us from getting, well, helps, you know, high resist chance to not get knocked back by those tornadoes.
Run away.
Fucking shit. Turret 4 coming down in 5 seconds. Where is my Warlock? Trying to find my Warlock. There he is. Got the tricks on him. He's coming down. Let's go. Let's go.
She won't remain grounded for long.
Okay. Banish the knockback thing. Little feint. Perfect. Target's moving. We're moving with it. Stay on target. Going a little bit between some of that fire there. We're not redoing tricks because we need a tricks immediately after the boss, so I don't want it to be on cooldown. Okay, we've got to get to the boss before this Tricks of the Trade runs out. Eight seconds, 7 seconds. Got the transfer. Nice. I didn't get an opening overkill, though. I was just going in so close. Like, I was really close on getting that Tricks of the Trade through. I didn't. I probably could have gotten an overkill buff there, but I was more focused on making sure I hit the boss before my tricks faded. There's a speed potion with my dark matter trinket. It's good overlap there. I think it's 3 healers for the full run. No, no, no! Goddamn slag pot. The Ignis grief strikes again. True. Big unlucky. Yeah, I probably could have done a Fan of Knives just to not cap energy. That would have been a little bit better than not doing it. Time for Ignis. This is a big pump boss for Assassination Rogue. Cooldowns are for the heart. Fix my Warlock buddy now that the heart phase is done. And we just kind of sit here and blast. That bitch melted? Yeah, dude. We got some good damage in this raid. Probably should have. I should have rocket booted, not Okay. Well. Unlucky. Now I can rocket boot. Well, fuck me, I guess. Slag pot, double gravity bomb. This is not the way.
Run out.
Okay, this one isn't that bad. This one actually doesn't matter. Uh-oh, someone's dead. Faint. Big damage reduction there. Oof, everyone else got vacuumed. Is anyone else dead? 2 dead right now. We already had 1 death before. We might have more battle res? Yeah, we had 1 more battle res. Melmel just stood up. Boss is dead. 3%. Good. Mount. We go into the antechamber. Some deaths there. One of the golems, they have an immobilize ability that immobilizes themselves. And if they immobilize themselves in a bad spot, it can be really risky because any melee that walk up to them will just get slapped if the tank isn't in range. So, like, they can immobilize themselves in a bad spot. I had aggro on that for a little bit. That was scary. Next one's in. Okay, moving to Iron Council. This is one of our problem points in the run, Iron Council. Oof. We got the laser beam frontal attack. Okay, tricks on our Warlock buddy, that's good. We are going to watch for a potential double Runa power. And we're going to save the next tricks. Just hold it in case there's ever a Runa power opportunity. Double Runa power opportunity. So that we can send it on the Warlock. So, like, right now we have 1 rune down. And we just watch Moldheim, essentially. And if he starts casting another rune while this one is up, I'll send my Tricks of the Trade out. Oh, I'm targeting wrong. There we go. We really want the Warlock to be able to snapshot a double Rune of Power Corruption. Uh-oh, one of our Death Knights seemed to have disconnected or something is wrong. We're basically down to 24 people right now. There's a Rune of Power. Moving away so we don't scuff it with a Death Rune.
Run away.
Translocation complete. Commencing
Whoa, that was close.
analysis of Azeroth. Stand back, mortals. I'm not here to fight you. It is in the universe's best interest to
Call for chill.
this planet should my analysis find systemic corruption. Do not interfere.
Too far. I was melee range. Okay. Nice, we got him before the heal. That guy's about to explode. Okay, that's good. We can boot. Drum. Get to Algalon fast. Damn, this is unfortunate. Must be like an internet problem. This guy's not there. Where is the Pogo meat? It only shows up on boss encounters. Rogues win by default.
Your actions are illogical. All possible results for this encounter have been calculated. The Pantheon will receive the Observer's message regardless of outcome. See your world through my eyes. A universe so vast as to be immeasurable.
5, 4,
Incomprehensible
3,
even to the
2,
greatest minds.
1.
Gave my Warlock tricks right off the rip.
The stars come to my aid.
Watch your step.
Right leg. Nice, we had Feint up for that star death.
Watch your step.
Left leg.
Watch your step.
Right leg.
Find shelter.
Fury of the cosmos.
Right leg melee, right leg.
Watch your step.
Left leg.
Watch your step.
Right leg. Care of that star. Left leg.
Watch your step.
Right leg.
Find shelter.
Fury of the cosmos.
Right leg melee.
Watch your step.
Left leg. Here's the phase. No more star bullshit.
Watch your step.
Right leg. Boss is almost dead. I need to do the combat gear. Yeah, my trinket is going to be effed. Yeah, okay, I screwed that up. We're combating now, boys. So my Mjolnir runestone is on internal cooldown because I equipped it late. Because I wanted to do the boot thing. I didn't really think about how that was going to interact beforehand.
You to persevere against all cosmic
Bro,
calculated odds.
almost fucking dead.
You prevail where the Titan's own perfect creations have failed.
Only a flesh.
I can arrange the reply code.
Okay. Remove Flask. Go for speed and...
I lack the strength
Do I not have the Wrath Elixir? Oh my god.
courage Find a place of power close to the skies.
Just the place. Will you be alright?
Do not worry about my fate, Frost. If the signal is not transmitted in time, the origination will proceed regardless. Save your world.
Or uh-oh. Good. I got first, Simon. Got the first distract, Simon has. Melm will get second. Never mind. We're not doing that. JK. Okay, here we go. We thought we were going to pull Auriaya there, but our Shadow Priest didn't have Dispersion available because we don't normally pull Auriaya there.
We haven't much time, friends. You're going to help me test out my latest and greatest creation. Now, before you change your mind, remember that you kind of owe it to me after the mess you made with the XT-002.
Keep auto-attacking. Okay. Cool. Gotta do Killing Spree early because we'll get 2 uses if we do it early. If we hold it for very long, we won't get a second use. Blade Flurry, Adrenaline Rush, those are all one time only. No matter when I time them. So I'll wait for these trinkets.
Find shelter.
The North consume you.
Trix tank. Second Killing Spree. No more Rupture, because the boss is almost dead.
Find shelter.
Probably should have sliced and diced off of him. Maybe.
I am released from his grasp
Just
at last.
okay. Also, let Auriaya walk past. You are 24 for the rest of the run now? Yeah, I mean, the one guy apparently had, like, an internet problem. Pretty unlucky. Fix the trade. Okay. Focus, Captain.
Interlopers, you mortals who dare to interfere with my sport will pay.
Good. Good enough,
In the moment,
I'd say.
but you, what is this? Where am
Thorim, my lord, why else would these invaders have come into your sanctum but to slay you? They must be stopped.
This guy already got disarmed. I'll disarm the next champion that comes through.
Do not hold back. Destroy them.
Okay.
Impertinent whelp. You dare challenge me atop my pedestal? I will crush you myself.
Impossible. Lord Thorim, I will bring your foes a frigid death.
I'm gonna fucking die to it. Melee, careful. Okay. I was pretty distracted there at the start. We're not going to get 2 killing sprees here. It's way past the time for that to happen. Well, we lost most of the melee. Have to check the VOD, see what happened there. This was kind of rough, because, gosh, this is... It's kind of rough, because the boss got moved a lot at the start. And then it got moved a little bit later, too. Yeah, I know they got chain lightning, but I want to see, like, who was the primary target, who linked it. I might have been too close. But it's like the boss moving around a lot didn't really help that. Like, it moved a little bit at the start, then it was, like, fine, and then it moved more. Which is not good.
Stay your arms. I yield.
Okay.
You, fiend! You are not my beloved! Be gone! Behold the hand behind all the evil that has befallen Ulduar. Left my kingdom in ruins, corrupted my brother, and
I'm gonna get
slain
first.
my wife. And now it falls to you, champion, to avenge us
Okay,
all.
I got next.
The task before you is great, but I will lend you my aid as I am able. You must prevail.
Good opener. Good one. So far, so good. Thorim, not perfect. 24 manning a speed run, also not perfect, but
Fear incoming.
no wipes so far.
Interrupt. Stack. Fear incoming. Interrupt.
Human racial out of that one. Be able to killing spree again soon.
Stack.
Can I hold for the trinket or no? Do I have enough percentage left on this boss? Come on, let's see it. No, I greeted and got punished. The killing spree was largely not on the boss. Holding the cooldowns here because they're going to be much, much better on the next pull. I'm gonna put up this big slice to make this next pull cleaner. Yeah, that wasn't very good. That was not very good execution there by me. Okay. Okay, she's kind of far in the back there. We got to be careful because we got mobs mob packs on either side here. Okay, mushrooms. Tricks up. Okay.
Run away.
Move out, move out, move out, move out. Where can we even go that's safe? I don't know. Really deep in the room. Which is not where we normally fight the boss.
The swarm of the elements shall overtake you.
Run away.
Children, assist me.
Storm Lasher. I have the rat. Light beams. Interrupt. Okay, we got our 5 points.
Swarm of the elements shall
Switch.
overtake you.
Fan, fan, fan. Switch back. So far, so good. Good.
Children, assist me.
Need that point to get that stun. Okay, Conservator will be last. One more big boy.
Ionar, your servant requires aid.
Run out.
So we're kind of staying on Freya. Now we're on to Conservator. Make sure the Conservator dies. Back onto Freya. That should be a pretty quick kill there.
Run away.
Boom. That was a very good Freya.
Can see clearly once more. Thank you, heroes.
Spark.
We haven't much time, friends. You're going to help me test out my latest and greatest creation. Now, before you change your minds, remember that you kind of owe it to me after the mess you made with the exterior.
That got aggroed too early.
Fatality.
Yeah, okay, we gotta res people. That's not a full wipe. We were able to have someone outside the room get healing aggro and cause the boss to reset. So we lose some time, but not a whole lot. Instant. Deadly. Too late for that. Okay. That might have looked really bad, but that actually didn't cost us that much time.
Run out.
Got some parries trying to put my slice and dice back up. That's unlucky. No rupture. He's gonna die too quickly for rupture to be good. Okay. It's over. Fix my warlock, buddy. That doesn't count as a wipe, by the way. It was like 2 deaths. Yeah, but let's be real, when the Paladin goes to pull Mimiron to reset it, like, that counts as a wipe on the logs too. But no one was ever going to say that that really counted as a wipe for the prediction purposes.
Watch your step. Keep moving.
I think it does, at least. Well, whatever. There we go.
Thank you, friends. Your efforts have yielded some fantastic data. Now, where did I put? Oh, no, there it is.
Got the health stone.
This area will self-destruct in 7 minutes.
Isn't it beautiful? I call it the magnificent aerial command unit.
Red is not super good here. I'm chilling a little bit. I used my tricks on the warlock. Fucking bomb just dropped.
This area will self-destruct in 6 minutes.
Shouldn't have blade flurried here. That was a bad decision. Gonna screw up my next phase.
Testing
Blade Flurry. It's gonna be way too delayed. Dude, why did I do that?
Gaze upon its magnificence. Vast and its glorious glory.
Fix the trade. We have a healer offline.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Keep moving.
Imagine if this had a Blade Flurry in it. Been so much better.
Watch your step. Run out. Watch your step.
Good.
Terminating 4. Override code A905.
It would appear that I made a slight miscalculation. I allowed my mind to be corrupted by that
Whoopsies.
prison.
This one.
My primary directive. All systems seem to be functional now. Clear.
Here we go. Alright, our healer is back, I think. Online. Oh, there we got a bit of a tail here. He's going in. Good. The sprint was very specifically saved for this section because I'm going to execute a spec swap right here. There we go. Wow, I have no poisons. I'm supposed to refresh the poisons during Mimiron, and I got tilted and distracted. Kind of behind. Okay, we're good. Double feared. God damn it. I hate that so much. Bro, double fear. God damn it. Oh, I've got time to ban this person, even during a speedrun. Okay, Void Beast. Assassination gear set.
5, 4,
We don't need that.
3, 2, 1.
Your destruction will herald a new age of suffering.
Interrupt 1.
Beard.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt.
Okay. Chillin'. Easy boss plus trash.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Do we have another disconnect?
Interrupt
Oh,
3.
no. It's not another disconnect. It's one of the assigned interrupts was the guy who disconnected a long time ago, and no one really realized it.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Yeah, but we normally have it set up as 3 interrupters. So, like, they had to adapt on the fly
Interrupt
with the one person being, MIA. Missing in action.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Unlock care threat.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Less than 1 mil.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Okay. Clean Yoggi Prage. We're on track to set our best time.
Interrupt 1.
We are on track to set our best time.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Here we go.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
There it is.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Redo tricks.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Come on, send to the dam. Threat is good on Animus. We're in the clear on threat. That can sometimes be an issue.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Ooh, we have one death.
What horrors await?
Do we need to refresh anything? No, I don't think so.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The time to strike
Okay.
the head of the beast will soon be upon us. Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Yes,
Okay.
Yes, show them no mercy.
Yeah, we covered the portal assignment. But good recommendation, Pizzaccio. Look, I don't want to die.
Yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
Am I gonna take this one? Probably take it in the butt. Put the big damage there. Faint cooldown is too long. 60% uptime of 50% reduced AoE damage is just not strong enough, if you ask me. Too weak of an ability. Did we just pop one? I think we did. I think we're getting one more? No, we're not. Yeah, we did. Okay. Whoa, I'm mind controlled. Fuck, I hate getting mind controlled. Where is... Ah, there it is. Lil Corruptor Tentacle. We can hit that carefully. Got 30 seconds to portals, so we still got a little time. We can definitely take this thing out.
Run away.
Malady, run away from the Malady. Ten seconds to portal. Okay, here we go. We're gonna one phase this. Okay, my trick's out. This is one phase or death. Okay. There's no backing out. Okay. Oh my god, we're not gonna make it.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Look upon the true face of death, and know that your end comes soon.
Will we complete the run without a wipe? No. No, we won't. Unlucky. Anyone in that raid do any damage? Enemy damage taken. Brain of Yogg-Saron. Look, we did good damn. Although yeah, we were on pace to be about a minute faster than our fastest run. With 24 people. So yeah, the one person we lost was one of the people assigned to a portal and was an unholy Death Knight, which is kind of a big player in killing that brain really quick. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna be, like, surprised to learn. Unholy Death Knight does more burst single target damage than a warrior, which is, we replaced the Unholy DK with warrior. Also, someone was saying their poisons fell off, so that was a big F on rogue damage there. Oh no! You can't just say warriors do bad DP. Don't worry. I qualified it. And if it's qualified, it's okay. Single target burst damage is less than an unholy DK. Your shirt pit is ripped. Yes. That was overall a good run, though. Like, losing the 25th person was out of our control. And, like, if the 25th person was there, we'd have made it. If, you know, we had a couple different things go wrong, we would have made it. And we were on pace to be a minute faster than our previous one, so. Alright, here we go. We go again, and then we find out if any good loot dropped. I don't know if any good loot dropped. You know, second Blade Twister could be, is like a minor upgrade. Pendulum is big upgrade. Serenite Dragon is also a big item. Also, we could get the mount at the end of this.
Yes, show them no mercy. Give no pause to your attacks.
You didn't convert those points into an Envenom. That's unlucky. Good. What? We have a lot of Guardians. Skull mark. Skull mark. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking leave. Okay.
Let hatred and rage guide your blows.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, a little Yogg-Saron troubles at the end here.
Run away.
I don't know where exactly that one is, but I'm fucking bailing.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
Stricter, couldn't get to it. Corruptor over there. Move to it.
Run away.
Oh, portal's in 9. Yeah, we're right here.
Madness will consume you.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
That which must be given. I now seal the dragon's soul forever.
That terrible glow. Should that be?
For it to be as it must.
Let's get a clear call. Listen to Bell. Damn, they're calling for the Soy 2 phase. Unlucky. There was some discussion as to whether we would, you know, push with the attempt at a 1 phase. Oh, I gotta... Portal's in 9. Bro, freaking vomit disease thing. Okay, what level is the brain? You think it's optimal to actually have a S-Priest or Boomy for hit? I don't know. I mean, the brain is boss level. That's for sure. Whether we should have a S-Priest or Boomkin in here, that's a whole other story. That's only spell hit, so that only affects... I mean, it doesn't affect every one of the DPS classes. All bosses are 83, actually, not 82. They're +3 levels against the player. Yeah, you rogues with or without that 3% are almost always well above that. And then the other classes that were down there, it doesn't matter too much. Blizzard made a blue post about WoW Token, and I haven't reacted to it yet. That's true. We've been mid-speedrun. There was technically an announcement, and the announcement was like, it's here. That's it. Is it more than that, megahertz? Is that what you're talking about? Something more than just it's here? It's a very big post. Well, let's get into it. After the raid is done, obviously. It's a novel. Okay, we'll go through it together, guys. I know most of you can't read. I'll read it to you guys. Okay?
Your fate is sealed. The end of days is finally upon you.
I think ChatGPT wrote it. Mim's head. Okay, we're meeting in Freya's room to do the loot. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And then while we do the loot, I'll get into reading this post. We can't read or do math. Unlucky for you guys. Okay. Pendant of Fiery Havoc. So that means no Golden Serenite Dragon. Because that's the Flame Leviathan loot. We're looking for none of those items. Okay. Gotta pump the YouTube video out in like 5 minutes if you want to beat... Dude, I was first to press on the WoW token getting on YouTube. Dude, I put my video out and then I refreshed Sarth's channel and I refreshed Scotty J's channel and I was like, damn, I got there first. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna quick bathroom break, okay? And then we'll do some reading. Okay. Wait, let's see. Wowhead. Blizzard's thoughts on WoW Token in Wrath Classic. Whatever, we can read the post here. Okay, guys. Okay. Greetings. We want to take a moment to talk about WoW Token in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. The best way to start is to simply say that this wasn't something we arrived at lightly. For the entirety of Classic so far, the WoW Classic team has been very resistant to the idea of adding WoW Token to any form of Classic in the Western regions. When WoW Classic started in 2019, adding something like Token felt unimaginable to us, and that continued to be true for us, even late into Burning Crusade Classic, for a few reasons. In vanilla WoW, the scarcity of gold is a major factor in how you approach your journey in Azeroth. From saving to get your first mount, to picking and choosing. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any loot. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on, there's loot that I don't even have to pay gold for. That's the best kind of loot. Too bad it all sucks. Okay, never mind. We'll roll on the mount soon. Scarcity of gold is a major factor in how you approach your journey in Azeroth, from saving to get your first mount at 40, to picking and choosing which skills you wanted to learn while leveling so you could afford a new weapon or piece of armor. Later on at level 60, some form of time investment is needed to maintain a character in an ecosystem where flasks, resistance potions, and elixirs are such a major part of the game, and resources are scarce and highly contested. This was true all the way through Burning Crusade, where potions and flasks could represent a significant weekly expense, and the resources required to make them were still quite... hang on, I'm getting rid of the music. Were still quite difficult to obtain. It just didn't feel classic. Felt jarring, out of place, and was antithetical to what most of us wanted to relive about those early years of WoW. However, what we want to do from a design perspective and what we need to do for the good of the community aren't always aligned. And this is one of the more difficult things about maintaining a large online game like Wrath Classic. When we really looked at the state of things in Wrath Classic and how different players approach the game, we saw that we cannot cause the demand for gold to be lower. Okay. The impact of illicit RMT is beyond just buying gold. It's the entire black market that revolves around gold sales. The concept of bots gets thrown around a lot, but it's not just bots that fuel this, it's compromised accounts, credit card fraud, scams, hacked clients, and the tools that elicit third parties to use the tools that elicit third parties use to fuel the engine that is the RMT, real money transaction trade. We hear folks say things like, just ban the bots. We ban tens of thousands of bots a week. It's not visible to you just how much we do, and that is absolutely another problem in itself. We need to be better at surfacing these actions. The truth is, we've never been better and more effective at identifying and actioning malicious accounts, and our game security operations team that handle these actions are iterating and innovating on a nearly daily basis. Unfortunately, in the history of WoW, the people perpetrating this illicit trade have also never been better at coming up with new methods, schemes, farms, and exploits to work around our efforts. As much engineering and analytics effort as we put into this, illicit RMT workshops put the same amount in or more, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of these workshops out there, all working around the clock to develop new technologies and techniques to continue our to counter our new technologies and techniques. It's an arms race and it never ever ends. We will never completely beat bots or illicit RMT. It's an unwinnable war as long as there is money to be made by third parties. The ubiquitous nature of this type of thing in online games is an objective fact. It has always been a part of WoW and every other popular online game for the past 25 years, and it will always be part of online games going forward. It's frustrating to fight this fight, but we will not stop fighting it. I mean, yeah, I agree that you can't completely eliminate bots and third-party RMT. That's totally true. But you probably can police it to a point where it's not a very big deal. You don't have to completely eliminate it to get it down low enough to a level where, it's just not a big player in the game. I don't play a lot of other video games, I'm going to be honest. I don't play a lot of other video games, but I'm told that a lot of other video games, online video games, exist and, don't have such an egregious bot and RMT problem. And the fact of those other things existing and not having an egregious bot and RMT problem makes me think that it is actually possible to police this and punish, you know, players to an extent that, like, most people don't do it. Which makes me think, like, as much as I want to believe this guy, it makes me think that it's mostly an issue of Blizzard not being willing to commit enough resources, not being willing to punish players severely enough. I mean, frankly, like, a lot of people buy gold. Some of the, you know, I know some people that have bought gold, gotten caught, and gotten like a 2-week or 3-week suspension. And they don't even get the gold taken away. The degree of punishment is a complete joke. I mean, Blizzard could do better by, like, jacking up the punishment and, like, do the exact same level of enforcement, but, you know, maybe give someone a 6-month ban instead of a 2-week suspension and not take away the gold. I mean, like, come on. You can, with very little effort, you can do a better deterrent. Anyways, let's keep going. While we can't completely win the war, what we can do is mitigate the impact it has on the game. Is WoW token the be-all and end-all to solve this? No, but it is a tool. Okay, so I think this, it's just one, let me read a little bit more before I react to that. It's just one tool, though, among many. There is clearly a demand for gold for certain types of players, and that demand is only increasing. So we are engaging a tool that we've used before to help mitigate the impact that illicit RMT... Wait, hang on, we're rolling for the head. We rolled 100! Oh, yeah, okay, we're gonna get a mid... Hell yeah, dude. Destroyed. Thank you. Okay. Wait, hang on. Hang on. This is important. What the? Hang on, this is important. Wait, can't I mount up here? Where do you... You gotta go fly your mount over the sewer. WoW token. Bro. Okay, we're just gonna keep reading about the WoW token, okay? Okay, screw this. The more tools we employ, and the less lucrative we can make it for third parties to do what they do to make a profit, the less likely it is that new malicious actors enter the illicit RMT scene, and the more likely that existing malicious actors will exit the business. Ultimately, it's taking incremental steps and using a multitude of tools that will reduce how impactful those third parties will be in Wrath Classic and beyond. Okay. This is the problem with this. The person writing this is focused on damaging the third party RMT, the illicit RMT trade. Okay? That's what they're focused on here. And yes, implementing the WoW token absolutely damages the third-party RMT business. But the problem, from my point of view as a player, is that RMT is happening in the game at all. I mean, it shouldn't... Like, let's be real. This is 2023. There's going to be some, but, like, what I see this as is, like... You're not solving the problem. It's misinterpreting what the problem is. This makes me think that who's writing this thinks the problem is the existence of the third-party illicit RMT trade and businesses. And yeah, the WoW token hurts them. but it hurts every player in the game by making RMT mainstream. It makes it RMT is now okay. There is now going to be more real money transaction in the game because of this. And I think the problem is the existence of the RMT. So, like, they're doing something that, in my view, hurts a lot of players. That hurts a lot of players, legitimate players' experience of the game, just to stick it to the third-party RMT people. Okay? Wrath design and the value of gold. Circling back to what was mentioned earlier about why WoW token feels like a tool we should deploy now, we have to look at the base design of Wrath of the Lich King. Ultimately, this is what convinced us to reconsider WoW token after resisting and refusing this path for so long. In Wrath Classic, your normal weekly activities are, for the most part, self-sustaining. Buying potions, flasks, reagents, and other normal necessities of endgame can be subsidized entirely by mostly just playing the game normally. Doing your usual weekly raid, a few dungeons, or a few dailies a week will net even the most fervent and well-prepared characters more gold than they would need to maintain themselves. Simply put, gold is more plentiful, and the base design of Wrath minimized the focus on needing to farm to support normal play. This is 100% true. Yup. When we consider that, we realize that the introduction of token wouldn't be a temptation for most regular players to buy to help support their usual everyday gameplay. It's simply not impactful to the average player who logs in, raids a few days a week with their guild, does a few dungeons and dailies, then plays other games in between those activities. There's no friction in that player's experience that would tempt them to buy a token just to keep themselves afloat. Well, I agree with this, and like frankly, it probably doesn't impact my immediate player experience either. What it does is sell power, and it feels different. Like, yeah, like I'm not going to buy a token, for gold or for dollars. It's going to, my play is going to keep going, the way it would anyways if I wanted to. But this is now a game where the company organizing it officially endorses and allows you to pay real money for power in-game. Whether that directly affects your specific player experience or not, it certainly changes how it feels to log into this game. And it feels worse. I will tell you that. It feels worse. It feels like it's disrespectful to the investment of legitimate players. Better visibility into exploitative account actions. As mentioned earlier, we need to improve the visibility around what we do. We posted some weeks ago that we banned over 120,000 malicious accounts alone in a large wave. Yeah, but they didn't tell you like what percentage of the player base that was or anything like that. Like, it was very hard to put any context around that number. Like, they could have said 10,000 and be like, wow, that's so many. Or they could have said 500,000 and be like, wow, that's so many. But you don't know how many are out there, what percentage of the player base. It's hard to put any context around that number. So it's like, wow, big number. Okay, moving on. But those large waves that we talk about are actually a very small portion of the overall actions we take on a week-over-week basis. Using just the past 2 weeks as an example, here are the actions our GSO team have taken in just 2 weeks. Exploitative Battle.net account closures, 248,000. Exploitative World of Warcraft account closures, Battle.net accounts and World of Warcraft accounts, 73,000. This is just the last 2 weeks, and this is what our efforts look like very regularly, week in and week out. It's enormous effort, and it's many, many individuals' full-time jobs to do this. This is an issue of sheer staggering scale. We have the tools, and those tools are effective. I mean, they probably don't have someone standing outside Botanica. Because, man, like, you could put someone outside Botanica and just, like, right-click ban people all day long. So, they pop out of the instance. Their name is 12 different nonsense characters. They're a Death Knight. You could just ban. I mean, okay, but the malicious actors come right back with new and different methods every time. All that being said, we need to post these things more, and that's something that our team wants to be able to surface more often. Thank you for reading, and thank you for your feedback, the WoW Classic team. Yeah, so, I mean, I feel like the general rationale of this post is that we've got to stick it to the third-party gold sellers. We got to hurt the gold sellers however we can. And I feel like the implementation of the WoW token hurts legitimate players as well as hurting these third-party gold sellers. And I feel like that's not something I can be happy about. I can't be happy about Blizzard making an action that hurts a legitimate player. Well, I have to maybe justify how that hurts it. It's like I said, like, now you have a game where the company officially endorses paying more money to buy power in the game.
Cold logic deemed our world not worth saving. Cold logic, however, does not account for the power of free will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not impressed.
A world worth saving. That our lives are worth living.
Yeah. This is oof. Burning down the house because there is a spider in the house. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's like, we gotta get the spider. Let's burn everything down. Royalty Nation says, you accepting gold buyers' gold in GDKP hurts the legitimate player. You as in anyone doing GDKPs. Okay. Here's the thing. GDKPs will exist whether or not there's real money transaction happening. Because it's a good loot system that has a lot of positives that other loot systems don't have. And when I go to a GDKP, it really doesn't matter to me whether, you know, like Embrace of the Gladiator, I expect to pay 3,000 gold for it, and maybe the total pot is 10,000 gold, or maybe I expect to pay 15,000 gold for an Embrace of the Gladiator, and the total pot is 50,000, or maybe I expect to pay 30,000 gold, and the total pot is 100,000 gold. I'm still getting a percentage of the cut at the end of the day, and just reinvesting that percentage cut into buying items the next week. Whether that cut is from a 10,000 gold pot, a 50,000 gold pot, or a 100,000 gold pot literally makes no difference to me. It's just accumulate points, spend points. Points, aka gold. I feel like a lot of people have completely married this idea of, like, GDKPs and real money transaction are one and the same, and, like, you know, anyone, GDKP bad, rawr. Yeah, the pots are larger, but it literally doesn't matter. It's whether the pot is 100k each week or 10k each week, it still takes me, like, 3 weeks of GDKPing to, you know, have enough gold to, you know, buy my Embrace of the Gladiator or whatever. Brother Boar says, I think GDKP ruins it. Brother Boar, do you participate in GDKPs? Just, I want to know. Because a lot of people, I feel like, don't participate in them and make them out to be a boogeyman. It's basically giving BIS items to those who farm better and not those who actually play the game better. I mean, a lot of loot systems don't award you for being good at the game. Like, like what? Broxigar says it's a puggable DKP system. Right, I mean, it's very similar to just a regular old dragon kill point system where you attend the raid. Whether you do good in the raid or not, you get some points after the raid that you can then spend in later raids on items. Except the difference with a GDKP raid and a regular DKP raid is when your guild disbands in the DKP raid, your points are now useless, and like you start again from 0 when you join another group. In a GDKP raid, you can take your points from one raid, you can join a different raid the next week, you can miss a raid 1 week and come back, your points are still there. I mean, like, I do not buy any gold in this game. I have not bought a WoW token. I have geared... Let me show you this character. I have geared in GDKP. Whoops, not this one. This one's not as good. Is like very nearly best geared. Is like my second best geared character comes from only GDKP without ever buying gold. It's like this idea that you have to buy gold to participate in GDKP. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, so that's really, I'm not very impressed by Blizzard's post, I'll say that. Look at this. We got a dark matter. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 25-man hard mode items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10-man hard mode items. Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like, 99% of people in GDKP buy gold, says Type X Positive. That's incredibly stupid. You have no way of knowing whether that's actually true. You just made that up. I would bet some people in GDKPs buy gold, but like, you're actually stupid if you're gonna like make up a statistic like that and post it. Like, that's dumb as hell. My guild is 10 people who join a regular GDKP, and none of us have ever bought gold. The vicious cycle, but how easy gold is to earn in Wrath makes the impact RMT have even bigger. Pretty easy to spot a swiper in a GDKP, even in TBC. I'd see people drop 100k in a single round, but most GDKP players seem legit just based on how they bid. Yeah, I mean, like, I've gone to some groups, and it's, like, very obvious this person's buying a lot of gold. And, like, very obvious other people that just, like, yeah, you pass on the item when it gets too expensive for you. People confusing gold buying with receiving gold within a GDKP that could have been from a buyer. Yeah. People hating on GDKPs just have FOMO. Possibly. You act like people buy 100k gold. Most people... Dude, Type X Positive, do you buy gold? Is that how you know about all these gold buyers? Because you're sitting here buying gold. You're so in the know about the... Like, I don't think Blizzard even has these statistics. Your ideas, your perceptions of what other players do, like, come on, bro, you're done. You're just being stupid. Like, I can't fucking handle that. Someone comes in and just, like, spouts off statements as if they're fact that they have no way of knowing as true or not. Okay, that's not a discussion. That's someone, like, being a petulant child and, like, wanting to say they're right. Okay, like we could debate about like, yeah, probably people in like let's be real, people in GDKPs buy gold. Some don't. Okay. Well, yeah, so, we did our 25-man speed run, and we, yeah, tomorrow, let's see, well, let's look at the stream schedule for tomorrow. No, I had to mix up the schedule a little bit. This is what it's looking like this week. And we're only here 5 days. Oh, yeah, we gotta see the mount. I forgot about that. Wait, we're on the wrong character now. This one. What was the time today? We wiped on Yogg-Saron. That was the time. I think it finished officially as a 1:14. But, like, basically we stopped going turbo speed as soon as we wiped on Yogg-Saron. We didn't meet the one-phase brain DPS check. Oh, we gotta update the mount macro, too. Of course. Macro. Where is it? Mount. There we go. Hell yeah. Look at that. Dude, we got a pilot's, like, cockpit here. Okay. And there's some, like, green fluid there, or whatever. Alright, alright. We're going. We're going fast now. Look at that. Dude, I got a cannon on my mount. Look at that. He opens up his mouth. Blam. Blast him. This mount's hella cool. I don't know what you mean by ugly mount. Mount's bis. Did Warlock, Rogues, or DKs win the DPS battle? Well, certainly not DKs, because one of the 4 DKs disconnected pretty early. You have a license for that machine? Dude, this is America. I don't need a license. Have you heard about the Asmongold? No, and I don't want to. Boom. Okay, we got Ravenlord for ground mount. Is Ravenlord actually my best ground mount? I think it is. I think Ravenlord, I mean, the Amani Warbear is kind of cool. People don't use that very often, but that one's kind of cool. I mean, it's a giant bear, which is just cool. But I feel like Ravenlord's got to be rarer. Death Charger is cool, but it's really not very rare. Same with Hawkstrider. Cool, but not really very rare. You only got the Polar Bear. Unlucky, dude. You gotta farm some mounts. Yeah, it's gotta be Ravenlord and Mim. Ravenlord and Mim mount. Okay, we can do a log review, actually. Let's see. Warcraft logs. Okay. Encounters and trash fights, but minus Flame Leviathan. Wow, we didn't do very good.
Raise your eyes to the
I mean,
sky.
certainly not having Wrath Elixir didn't help my situation, but this is not very good.
Destruction has been averted in defiance of our
I would
very
say.
makers. Algalon, the Observer, Herald of the Titans, has been defeated by our brave comrades in the depths of the Titan city of Ulduar.
How'd we do encounter by
Algalon is
encounter?
sent out to judge the fate of our
Razorscale,
world.
not even very
We found a
good.
planet whose races
What if we look at
have
encounter
the
only?
Titan's blueprints. A planet where not every
Yeah, middle, you know, we're tied with Mel basically.
Cold logic deemed our world not worth saving. Cold logic, however, does not account for the power of free will.
Ignis,
Prove this is a world
we're a
worth
little
saving.
late to show up.
That our lives
Our uptime was not very good.
living.
We were late to get in. Were we? For a little bit? No, we got slag potted. That's what happened. That's how we got effed on that boss. XT, we got double gravity bombed. Unfortunate. Iron Council. No complaints there. Algalon. Top of the meter. No complaints there. 99.9% active time. Close enough. Kologarn. We screwed up switching our gear properly. So our Mjolnir runestone didn't go with our initial cooldowns. That was very bad. Kolo, Hodir. You know, whatever. It's Hodir. Thorim. Thorim we screwed up also because we didn't do our killing spree at the proper time. Because I was distracted by the boss positioning. I had to focus on that. Auriaya, top of the meter. Love to see it. Freya, probably did alright. Yeah, best rogue. But I'm not super enthusiastic about that performance. Mim, we alright there. I think maybe not having that Wrath Elixir hurt more than I thought. Here we are top melee damage dealer. Fair enough. And Yogg-Saron. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Not having Wrath Elixir, that was bad preparation on my part, that's for sure. Okay. Wepper says, I've got the Headless Horseman's reins using that as ground mount since it dropped. Hell yeah. Pretty good. Okay, well, you know what? That's been the run for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We will be back tomorrow for, well, a GDKP that I signed up for prior to the token being announced. So we'll see how that 25-man GDKP goes tomorrow. Now that there's the WoW token in the game. Yeah. we'll see, I guess. That's starting around midday, much earlier. Let me show you guys the stream schedule again. 11:30 EST. Oh, that should say, wow. Okay, hold up. AM. Oopsies. AM. Oh, whoops. Ulduar 25 GDKP, and then we switch over to Hardcore Classic, where there's no WoW token. Oh, it'll be so good. Okay. That's the plan. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Let's go to Twitch, find someone to send a raid to.